Hello people, this video is late getting to you. Shot it in August and I'm just now getting around to do it. This is the Radtel RT 470X transceiver, handheld, ham radio, plus many other features. Watch the video, you'll see Jared and I using it. This video here review is probably not for everyone. If you're not a ham radio operator, licensed by the FCC to use handheld, mobile, base station, amateur radios, then this might not be up your alley. If you are a ham radio operator who likes to hunt and fish and hike, this might be just what you're looking for, I don't know. But this was sent to us by Radtel. They sent me two of them. I've already got one out of the box here, haven't got the other one out. And I'm going to have to get with Jared so we can maybe test them, I don't know. But this is the model RT470X. Multi-bands, 5-watt output, two-way radio. And it has high and low power selectability, repeater, 1750 Hertz burst tone, emergency alert function, and Vox hands-free transmission. That's everything that's written on the box. Comes with the manual. And it's quite thick, but that's because it's in multiple languages. You got English, German, French, Spanish, and Italian. The first 14 pages is English, and it goes through some of the features. It comes with a wall charger for USB, because this radio is USB-C chargeable. This is the radio. We'll get it out of the package. Always before putting a battery on a radio, you want to make sure you put that antenna on, just in case this thing's on and you accidentally push the push to talk. And here's the battery. I have already had the battery out and put the belt clip on. It is a booger to put on because it takes, I'll zoom in here, it takes 2 small screws, and this is a very stout belt clip. Radtel battery, lithium battery pack. This is a model BT8810. Charge limited voltage, 5 volt. Capacity, it's a 2800 milliamp hour battery. There's 14 watt hours. It is made to go into a desktop charger, but don't have a desktop charger with it. This is all it comes with. Put the battery on, and it just goes partial way on. And remember how to get it on, folks. So, it's got a button right here in the bottom. You got to pull down on it. Put the battery on. 2 little prongs here, 2 slots here. Pull that down, push the battery up. Now it's on. Take the plastic off the screen. on how much charge this has got, it also looks like it has a flashlight capability. It says it's got 8 volts in it, and it's a dual band model. I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in. It's a dual band. You have an A and B. Well, it's multi-band, but it's a dual frequency, whatever you want to call it. You got an A VFO and a B VFO. I think right now the upper one is in channel mode. The bottom one is VFO mode, so you can change the frequencies. Now this is your on-off volume control. This has a time out on the screen where the screen goes, don't think it goes completely off. And I think the time on that is changeable. I'm trying to look here, just give me a second. Yeah, it's completely off. I can't see, especially out here, no, can't see any of the writing. Does have a numeric keypad, because like I said, this is being sold as a amateur radio, and you have to be licensed to use this. Now, it does have, and before I go to the manual, like I said, you got a USB cord, you got a wall charger, you can charge it to a brick, from a brick, you can charge it from your truck. The battery has a USB connection right there. Okay. So Radtel thought of everything. USB charging, desktop charging, if you get the charger, desktop charger from them. Like I said, it does have, yes, it does have a flashlight. It also does SOS. There's the flashlight. You push it one more time, does the SOS. So this would be great to take along with you if you're hiking or whatever, needed help. Another click turns it off. It has your main PTT here. Looks like you got a dual, no, that changed it to AM FM radio, or FM. So we've got the FM radio. I don't know, without looking at the manual, which we'll go to now. Here's the manual. The first page of it talks about the radio buttons and knobs, tells you which one it is. You got your antenna, of course. You got the LED indicator to let you know when it's transmitting, and yeah, it turns red when you're transmitting, and when you receive, it would be probably green. There is another button. That's the weather. Saturday. The top orange button is for your weather. From the west, late Sunday into Monday. I just turned it off. Okay. Then you got the flashlight, what I already showed you, the power volume knob. They have that labeled. Now that's one of those, this is a programmable radio. You can use Chirp software, which is free software, if you know how to program a radio. Like I said, this video is dealing more towards the licensed ham radio operator. Okay, so should know how to program it using Chirp. You find the maker of the radio, you find the model of the radio, download what it has, edit whatever you need to do, upload it back to the radio. So in the manual, they labeled the orange button up on top. Instead of being weather, it's SOS button. Don't know for sure what it does for SOS unless it makes it screaming sound or whatever some of the FRS radios has. Then you have your PTT, first button here. You have a PF2 and a PF3. I'm going to call this probably, this orange button, PF1. I don't know if that's how it's labeled. You have your screen, your microphone, your speaker, and Type-C charging port, and then you got the keypad. It's all explained to you right there in the manual. And then menu, confirm button Tells you what these buttons are: exit key, clear key. I'll go into more detail when we do a desktop review. Key combination, operation function. You got audio call, DTMF real-time code transmission, LCD display, and menu control. Then it has a whole bunch of different icons and what they mean. And then it has menu functions and what each menu does. And I mean, that covers 3, 4, probably 4.5 pages. Menu function operation instructions, goes through step by step, telling you how to do it and what they do. Commercial FM broadcast reception. It's got DTMF pad. We all know about DTMF. And that's it. The rest of this manual is instructions. But I'm going to try this out. And this is fairly hefty radio. This is the standard antenna that comes with it. You can put the longer antennas on it. But, you know, this radio, like I said, it is 5 watts. This is the standard handheld amateur radio. Being programmable, that's hams like to do this. You put your repeater frequencies in here. Right now, this thing is on it's not a repeater, it's simplex on the VFO-B down here, 1465200. That's the amateur radio calling frequency. On simplex repeaters, you have an offset. You have a transmit frequency and you have a receive frequency. Get into more detail on that further in the video. So far, I'm really impressed. It's got a slot here for a lanyard. I never put one of those on. They don't even include one, so at least I didn't see it in the box. No. You know, I like it. It has a place here on the side for your speaker mic, which would use the standard, looks like Kenwood chrome speaker mic. And it secures pretty good. Got a, like I said, a hefty belt clip. And to turn it off, to remove the battery, pull this slot. To release it, slide it down, take it off. And you heard it click back on. Nice radio. But we'll do a desktop review, looking down on it, showing you some of the features once I figure them all out. I have a few amateur radios. I have an Anytone. I have 2 of them. They're DMR radios plus regular amateur radio. DMR is part of the regular amateur radio services, digital mobile radio through the internet. That's a whole different video that I probably will never do. But I just wanted to get this review started. Like I said, we'll do a desktop review. I believe I have a programming cable that will fit this. I'll find out. We'll show you some of the process of that. So just stick with us, and we'll be back with a desktop review. Okay, folks, here's the Radtel RT470X. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, a little short clip there. Here we are, January 1st, 2025. And in August, I shot the video, unboxed everything, showed the radio. This is it. Turn it on. Okay. And I have the FRS frequencies, GMRS frequencies, ham radio frequencies programmed in. I also programmed in all the NOAA weather frequencies, even though it has a button that'll take you to the weather. It's got a built-in flashlight. You've seen all the earlier stuff. But I said in the video that I was going to show you how to program it. Well, this is where you plug in the external microphone that I just took off. And this is the programming cable. Okay? It has connectors just like the speaker mic. And we'll turn it off, program it in, or plug it in, and then you turn the radio back on. Okay, and then you see how it is. I've got my computer set in here, which I can't really show you. The camera's on a tripod. But my computer is set in here, and I'm going to show you how I go in and program this. It's already programmed, so basically I'm just going to show you the programming that I have as soon as my screensaver goes off. So just stick with me while I do this. I'm going to start recording my screen that you can look for on the internet. And it's for ham radio operators, but there's a lot of radios out there that this thing will program. Bowfang, Anytone, this Radtel, the Samcoms, all the radios that we've done reviews on, except for one, which was specifically already programmed by Samcom. They sent me another set that was not programmable. The Samcom that was already programmed had GMRS frequencies in it, but it didn't have it in the order that if you bought a GMS radio that was already programmed, whatever, but you could go into that one and reprogram it. The second set of radios they sent us was straight GMRS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however they're set up, and it was non-programmable. But I'm going to open up this Chirp software, and I'm hoping it doesn't tell me that I need to update it. Okay, now, like I said, this is Chirp software. You got file, edit, view, radio, and help. For radio, I'll show you how to download from the radio. My radio's on, and I'll say download from radio. Now it's going to ask me what kind. So I got to go down through here and find the Radtel, and this is in alphabetical order. There it is. RT470. I don't think they have the 4. Yep, there's the 470X. Okay. And as soon as I do that, I'm going to tell it OK. Now, it may ask me for a COM port. Now, you can see it's cloning from the radio. So it's getting everything I have programmed into it already. And once it's done downloading, it opens up and it looks like a spreadsheet. And now you can see all of the GMRS frequencies I've got loaded, plus the GMRS repeaters. There's the NOAA weather radio frequencies programmed in, and the numbers in bold corresponds to the numbers on the radio, channel 1, channel 2. I skip channel 31, goes to 32 for the NOAA. I've got MERS frequencies in here, which is a multi-use radio service. It's free. Then the FRS is Family Radio Service, which is a free service. GMRS, you have to have a license. It's $35, license good for 10 years, and there is no testing like ham radio. Amateur radio, it's, I can't remember the cost. I know vanity calls, I think, are $35. I don't know if they charge you for just a call sign they add or give you whenever you pass the test, but there's a written exam that you have to take to get an amateur radio. And there's multiple exams to get to the level I am, which is an extra class. But here you can see the FRS. You know, like I said, these are all free. Then I've got the 911 frequencies in there, so I can listen to them if there's an accident somewhere. Then I have all the ham radio repeaters, the 440 repeaters, and what we call 2-meter repeaters. And you notice that these GMRS, MERS, FRS, they have frequencies assigned to them. And I've got the radio, you can program it to where instead of seeing channel 1, it says FRS 1. FRS2, FRS3, WX55 for 162.5500 NOAA weather frequency. And what you do, you can go in here and you edit this, or you add the frequencies if you have a frequency list, and then you can upload to the radio by going to radio and telling it to upload to the radio. And I'm not going to do it because I've already got this stuff uploaded. But once it goes through, it'll have a little green bar that goes across. It'll be done. You shut down the program, turn off your radio, unplug it, and it's set. And like I said, I've got on FRS is the top VFO, the bottom VFO is GMRS. Now, the one thing Jared and I did find out using them this year deer hunting was that it's a dual receive. So if we were on our frequency, FRS, talking to each other, and if somebody was on GMRS channel 5, or if they was on, if I had this set on ham radio frequencies on the second VFO, we're transmitting up here on this one. If somebody talks on ham radio, you're going to hear them. And there's no way to stop it from being a dual receive. It's only a single transmit, and you have to jump between this VFO or the other one. You have to jump between them by a key punch, which is right here. This button right here, you can see it goes main, then main down there, main back up there. Wherever that word main is, that's where you're transmitting. But if somebody's on this one talking, you're going to hear them, even though you can't talk to them unless you hit this button and make that move down. But that is the programming of the Radtel RT470X. And like I said, it's very simple. And but again, you need to know a little bit about radio programming for one of these radios. Okay, we're still out here in the field. We're going to do a review and a comm check on this Radtel RT470X handheld radio. Now, these were mainly designed for amateurs, but I've got these programmed. I do have FRS on them. So Jared and I are going to communicate.
So we're doing another review of another radio. This one here is the Radtel RT470X. They sent 2 of these to me and Dad to do review on them, to test them, try them out. And this radio here is a nice little radio. You can change out the antennas. This is the antenna that it comes with. And I kind of like that antenna. I think I'm just going to leave that one on there. This radio actually has a flashlight made into it on the top. There's Dad. You could hear him. It's got a flashlight on top. And there's all kinds of features with this. Let me answer him back. Clear. Hear me there?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know if this has got a PTT delay. Like if you push the TTT, you got to wait, a few milliseconds or whatever, because I only got the last part of that.
So this undoubtedly has some type of delay. You got to key up, maybe count to 1. All right, yeah, you got to wait for it to actually open up frequency before you start talking. It's not instantaneous.
Now, as I mentioned in my unboxing video and just a little bit ago here, these are more for amateur radio usage, but they're multi band coverage, and and of course, UHF and VHF, but they got an air band receive, and there's a couple other bands that I mentioned that I had programmed to FRS since, I'm a licensed amateur radio operator, and of course, you don't have your license, but I'd put the FRS frequency in here so we could test these out and see how well the audio sounded and how good they are.
Well, 10-4. They sound great. I tell you what, I like the size of it and everything. But, yeah, this seems to be a really nice radio. The only drawback that I see right now is the screen seems to scratch pretty easily. That's the only drawback that I see.
Yeah, that is one issue I've noticed. Unboxed these things and took the protective film off, which that's what you're supposed to do. And it seems like it's easy to get a scratch on the cover. They need to be a little bit more scratch resistant. But other than that, it's a 5-watt handheld. It's got detachable antenna. It's got a flashlight in the top. It receives weather band, and it also receives FM radio. So it's got all kinds of features to it.
Yeah, it's got more features than probably what I would need for it, and a lot of other people would probably need, but it's nice to have those features available.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you in the field there in just a minute.
10-4. We want to thank them for sending us these radios for us to try out. This is a brief little review. We'll put them to more use once hunting season gets going, and we'll give you some updates on them. So y'all stay tuned to J&J True Outdoor Adventures.
Okay, that's our review of the Radtel RT470X. And if you're a ham radio operator, this is going to be an awesome radio. If you're not, be advised it is a ham radio, amateur radio. Ham is a slang for us amateur radio operators, but this is an awesome radio. It's programmable using the chirp, which you just seen. I've included a clip there. So appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Please like and comment, and we'll see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.